How?
How are you going to choke me?
What do you mean? How am I going to choke you out?
How do you want me to be?
What, you want me to choke you out right here?
Yeah, come on.
Oh, fucking hell. What, just this for a photo?
No, this is just to...
I got scared.
Sit behind me. Shall I take my... Alright, enough. Oh my god, I wasn't expecting you to just jump straight into that. Fuck me.
Don't fuck around.
Oh my gosh. Let me watch that. Okay, welcome back to the BlueTick podcast. And opposite me today, I've got Andrea Jane Bunker.
Yeah.
Andrea Jane Bunker.
Yeah.
Also known as AJ Bunker, but she don't like being called AJ Bunker.
I don't mind it.
So how did that name come around?
Do you know what? So it literally came around as literally just before going into the Love Island villa. One of the exec
How long ago was that?
That was last year.
Oh shit, you was on last year's thing.
Last year's season. Yeah.
I don't watch it.
It's gone so quick. It's like the time.
You was on last year?
Yeah. I was only there for a week though, so.
You was there for 1 week?
Yeah. Yeah, but some people were only there for 24 hours. My season was savage.
I haven't actually watched it. Maybe I should watch an episode.
I think you should watch it before you can be on.
No. I'm not even here to talk about Love Island. I think you've got bigger things going on in your life than Love Island right now.
We do.
You went from like lover to fighter now.
That's right, we have.
So what's going on? Talk to us.
Right, yeah, so obviously...
Your fight got announced yesterday?
I believe it was yesterday. It was yesterday or the day before. So, yeah, next fight on the DAZN Misfits card.
Who are you fighting?
I'm going against my ex-MMA opponent, Carla Howe.
Okay.
So there's quite a lot of beef there from the last... Well, from when I was going to do MMA, so I'm
So
quite
do you reckon
excited.
you'll win this one, yeah?
100%.
Because the last one, we didn't have the best of luck.
Well, it's not even that luck.
You had
Last
1
time
week,
I wasn't
2 weeks
prepared.
training.
Yeah, 2 weeks training, which, you know what, lots of people, I got a lot of shit for that fight, in terms of like, oh, you can't throw a punch. I had 2 weeks, and everyone's like, oh no, you was training before. No, I was training MMA before.
So I've trained MMA and I've done boxing.
Yeah.
And it is two completely different things. A lot of people are trying to judge you on your boxing ability when MMA is completely different.
It's completely different, yeah. So.
Are you worried for this fight?
Not at all. This time around, I've got 4 weeks notice. A little bit longer.
You could have had more.
Could have had more.
Did you carry on training after that fight or no?
I didn't, because I actually was setting myself up for something else that didn't go ahead. So I was preparing for something else. So it's like I came out of box training. If I knew this fight was going to happen... Can
you tell us what you were preparing for?
I was meant to go on the challenge.
What's that?
TV show? TV show, yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
So I was preparing for that. It kind of flopped a few days before, which is fine because obviously it's opened this opportunity. So, otherwise, if I knew this fight was going to happen a little bit sooner, I would 100% been ticking over. But do you know what? 4 weeks is more than enough. I stepped into the ring with 2 weeks last time.
Listen, you done well.
Yeah.
I didn't
get knocked out, which she said she was going to do.
And she did say, because I watched the press conference, it made me laugh. She said she was going to knock you out in the first round and all of this and all of that, but you stayed in there.
Yeah, it was a knockout.
And you did do well. As much as, all right, you didn't get the win, she's a lot bigger than you. Mm-hmm. She had a lot more training.
Yeah.
She should have knocked you out.
Yeah.
She should have, but clearly you have some natural ability, people say.
Yeah, I think so.
So are you training hard?
I am, yeah.
But a lot of people say, yeah, I'm training hard. But are you actually training hard?
I'm training hard.
How many times a week are you training?
3-4 times a week for boxing, and I'm getting strength and conditioning. But obviously I only found out about the fight, a few days ago, so... You
literally just had to stop everything and jump straight
into
it.
Literally. But I was meant to be away right now, so I've actually got the time to prepare for it. So, yeah, it's all good.
And, okay, so most people get scared when they're boxing. Do you actually love it? Because when I've spoken to you before off camera, you tell me you love boxing. You actually enjoy it.
I just love combat sports. I think it stems from my upbringing. Grew up with 2 brothers, and I grew up in a military household as well.
Oh, fair enough.
So I grew up watching WWF and WWE wrestling. So I used to wrestle my brothers when I was younger. I think that's why I like the MMA, because it was it's like a proper scrap.
Anything goes.
Yeah. But the boxing I fell in love with. Also I started training at the beginning of the year, and obviously didn't last very long because I was meant to do Box Star, which got cancelled or rescheduled. I don't know what's happened with that, but either way, I got into it originally, not planned, but I got into it because I was obviously coming out of Love Island, doing loads of events, drinking loads, rolling at 6 a.m. in the morning. And yeah, well, it was just a downward spiral. So I actually tried to get into it just to better my lifestyle. So.
And has it helped you massively?
Massively.
Boxing,
massively.
There's so much more discipline than MMA.
Yeah.
In MMA, it's a bit more, you're trained to just win.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what way you win, you're literally just trained to win. Whereas boxing, I feel like it's a lot more...
Technical.
Yeah, it's a lot more... And there's a lot more respect in boxing.
Yeah.
If you do win a boxing match, everyone shakes hands and that's beef squashed.
Yeah, well, unless you're fighting Elle Brooke.
Do you reckon... what's going on with you?
We shook hands, and then afterwards she was just like being an absolute dickhead afterwards, so...
Have you lot spoken since?
Nah.
You need to get that rematch, no?
100%. I'm going to get a few W's under my belt, then I want to rematch her.
Who are you fighting after you get the W against? What was her name?
Carla
Carla.
Howe, yeah.
Okay.
So after that fight, if I win...
Who would you like to fight?
Probably, well, obviously on my fight card for the Misfits, it's Astrid and Keely. So whoever wins out of that fight, I want to fight.
And who do you reckon is going to win? How old is Keely?
I think she's 18, 19 years old, so...
She's a baby still.
Yeah, she's young.
But if she wins, that would be massive.
Yeah, it'd be huge. It'd be huge. And I think Astrid's like 20... I think she's 20... I'm not sure. She's probably like 22, 20... I don't know. I don't know. I'm guessing people's ages. But yeah, I don't know who's going to win out of that one. Guess see on the night. But I think Astrid was obviously training a little bit longer because she was preparing for the Elle fight.
Yeah,
so
course.
she might have an advantage there.
All right, so I'll tell you something that happened to me. So when I first ever had my boxing fight, Raheem was there as well.
Oh, yeah.
Up until the fight, I was the most confident person ever. Didn't even break a sweat. Literally, a second before I walked into the ring, I was shitting myself.
Really?
Like, actually, like, I was shitting myself, like, badly. Like, really badly. Like, I've never experienced... I'm quite a confident person.
Yeah.
I'm not really stressed about fights. But I was literally, like, I was shaking. I was nervous. I didn't know what, like... I was thinking, oh, my God, imagine I go in there and get pinged clean out in front of everyone. And that was only in front of, like, 2,000 people.
Yeah.
There's a lot more at your place. So didn't you... Well, you weren't nervous at all?
Do you know what? Even before, on my fight day, even before I got to the O2, right? I had a sleep, had a nap.
Well, you were fine. You didn't...
I was fighting that day. I had a little nap. Got woken up. Was like, right, you need to be at the O2 Indigo for this time. So I was like, okay. Woke up from my nap. Got there. I was told I was going to be like fighting around 9, 10 o'clock. Got there, and then they were like, you're going to be on in like half an hour because all the fights are ending a lot quicker than they should have.
Yeah.
So I was like, just got wrapped up. Didn't even have time to really warm up in my
maybe
dressing
that's
room.
why you weren't nervous, because it was
maybe.
it was so quick. Whereas mine, I was at the venue for like 4 hours before it was my fight.
Yeah,
so I'm watching people get knocked out, and I was just sitting there thinking, oh my God, that's going to be me in a minute.
Maybe that's why I didn't watch the other fights. I was just concentrating on myself and getting my head in my mindset where it needs to be. And I was just excited to get that experience, to be honest. I was like, even though it's only 2 weeks, I was like, do you know what? Win or lose. For me, I was like, whether I win or lose here, it doesn't really matter because it's the experience. And do you know what I mean? It was probably inevitable she was going to win because she had a longer fight camp.
And she is a beast.
It's
like,
not even that. Do you know what?
You look at her and she's a tank. You can't knock her. Like, she is...
Yeah, she's hedge.
She's hedge.
She's wedge. Like, she is, compared to me as well.
Like, she's a big girl.
Also, I got told, like, before I even took that fight, I was told, unless you knock that girl out...
You've lost.
You're always going to lose because it's her fight. You're coming in as a ringer, basically. So, look, I was just like, you know what? It is what it is. I'm just going to go in there. She ain't going to knock me out. I'm going to make sure of it. And it is what it is on the day.
Because when you watch... Like, if people put both of you side by side... 100% of people are going to say she's going to win.
Yeah.
But I think if you had a rematch with 8 weeks' notice, at least, I reckon you could win.
I think I could, 100%.
Or
No doubt about it.
Hopefully next year sometime, that rematch happens.
Yeah, I want that fight. Do you know what? When I first got asked after that fight, I was like, oh, I don't know. Because I was upset that I felt like that fight was rigged. But I know confidently.
Did you feel like the fight was rigged?
Because I had a judge come into my room and say, I don't know how that was. I don't know how you didn't win that fight. And also, I don't know how, even if the other judges scored scored Elle to win, I didn't have her win every round.
Oh,
but
really?
it was, a unanimous decision. He was like, it should at least been a split decision. So where's the sense in that? So if a judge come in and tell me that, then it's rigged, isn't it?
And has she not reached out to you since and been rude or?
Yeah, she was rude in
The ring speech.
Ring speech, and then her after interviews with like IFL TV and
she was being
whoever
rude?
else. Oh yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Have you not said anything back to her?
No, I don't need to. Silence is golden, isn't it? I'll come back. I'll come back when I come for her in the ring.
Fair enough. So, throwing it way back to when you was in Love Island, do you think being in Love Island helped you with the nerves and stuff? Because obviously, you're on a national TV program with, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of viewers, I suppose, maybe millions, I don't know. And that must have been hard, no? When you come out, was you on anything before that?
No, I wasn't. But you know, I've always been like a bit of a
Social.
adrenaline junkie,
Really?
thrill seeker. I kind of thrive off that feeling of excitement and adrenaline and like nerves and excitement. It kind of like gives
you
me
a buzz.
Gives me a buzz. I kind of like that feeling.
Okay, so we've established you're a lunatic. We've established that. But I just feel like going into Love Island,
Yeah.
it is life-changing to some extent. You're always going to be known as Ajbunker from Love Island. Like, they even changed your name.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
literally, they gave you that name, no?
Yeah, they gave me that name. They literally changed it just before going in there.
Why'd they change it, though?
Do you know what? I feel like it was a miscommunication because when I was in my holding villa, they were calling me AJ. They'll call you your initials.
For sure.
Because they can't give away the names of the other
shit,
contestants. Really? And then...
Oh, I never thought of it like that. Yeah, that's true.
They can't say, you know, when they're talking to a chaperone, they can't be like, oh yeah, Alex is at this time, then so they'll be using your initials.
Shit, yes, I never thought of it like that.
And then, obviously, like, on my bottle, it said Andrea Jane. On my suitcase, it said Andrea Jane, so my full name. Yeah. And then, just before going into the villa, sat down with the exec, and he's like, oh, so you're happy for us to call you AJ? And I thought it was just as a nickname.
Yeah, and you thought, yeah, right.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that's fine, call me whatever you want. Like, yeah, AJ's fine. Didn't realise it'd be like the complete name
on the show,
rechange.
you was actually called AJ.
Yeah.
Like, your name was AJ. It
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I came out and first of all I saw my horrific Love Island picture, which I was like, oh,
was it bad?
Fucking horrendous.
Oh,
Don't get it now. No, that picture needs to be burned. Like that. Like, don't even.
You can't say that
Stop
and then not
it.
expect me to look.
Oh, it's so
You
bad.
look fine. What are you talking about?
Nah.
This one.
That
I'll put it
picture
on the screen
actually
for you
gives
to
me
see.
PTSD. It's disgusting.
Do you choose your outfit?
Yeah, I do, but that's actually a really nice swimsuit when it's not up close like that. It looks like granny pants, but when it's
I can't even back it.
When
It
it's
does
actually-
look a little bit.
when it's actually a full outfit with heels and stuff, it's actually really nice, but it just doesn't look good up close like that. But
So you know on Love Island, yeah?
yeah.
Do you pick the clothes you wear on the show?
So you do. You bring your own clothes in, but then obviously whoever the
And
sponsorship
are you
is.
not allowed brands and stuff?
Yeah, you're not allowed to like unless there's sponsorship. They're sponsored or like sponsors for the
So
show.
you're not allowed to wear like a Gucci hoodie?
No, not anything that says Gucci on it. If it has no like labelling on it, it's fine. But yeah, and not any like things with logos or anything like that.
Watches?
Do you know what? Nah, I don't even remember wearing jewelry. Do you know what? I don't remember wearing jewellery in there at all. I don't think people, because you can't, no, they take watches off you because you're not allowed to know the time.
You're not allowed to know the time?
You're not allowed to know the time in there.
Why?
Because, I guess because filming can be so, like, can go, basically, let's think about it like this. What time is it in the summertime?
Yeah.
It doesn't get dark till like what?
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. In Spain, even later possibly.
Yeah, probably. Oh shit, yeah, you lot are in Spain, innit?
Yeah, so you got to wait till it's dark to do all the like
Nighttime
night and
shots.
yeah. So I think it's just like so.
Yeah, but doesn't that make you like drive you a little bit crazy in there?
I guess because you're in your own little bubble that you don't really notice. You kind of.
All right, genuine question now. I know you was only you was only on Love Island for a week.
Yeah.
But were people having sex off camera?
Sex off camera. Like, well, obviously the cameras are never off. They're always on.
I understand that, but do people?
No, stuff was definitely happening. I don't know whether they were having sex.
Like, is there a room people can go into where it's off camera?
No.
What? Nowhere.
Even the toilets have cameras.
What? In the toilet?
Yeah, you're in the toilet and there's a camera just pointing right at you and you're just like, right, I'm going to just take a shit here and have a camera.
One second.
filming me.
You're sitting there having a shit and the camera's filming you? No way.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. No way.
But apparently that footage doesn't go anywhere unless like they think it's like suspected.
Someone's doing something
Yeah,
wrong,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So.
What?
Yeah.
I
think the first time I had to do it, like go for like the toilet, I was like, this is like.
This is awkward. I can't
This
do
feels weird. I was like, there's a camera there. And I'm like,
I would cover it.
what do you mean you can't cover it?
I would. Like
Because the voice of God would say something to you.
the voice of God.
Yeah.
What is that little speaker thing?
Yeah. The tannoys.
No. Like even me, if I go into a toilet and like there's other people in there, like I struggle having a piss. Imagine a camera being there.
Yeah, no, it was weird.
No,
It was weird.
Do you get like no? You probably don't. But I couldn't. I would be so nervous.
I know. I think certain people didn't go like. I can't remember who, but I know there were certain people that had like poo fright for like days and days and days, and they're like still haven't been able to go because I know there's a camera.
I could never shit on camera.
Yeah, but when you need to go, you need to go.
No. I could not shit on camera. No way. That's bad. No way.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere.
It doesn't. But just the fact knowing there's a camera watching.
Yeah, no. To be fair, I was like, I think I was just like when I was doing, I was just like.
Well, this is fun. Thanks,
Yeah.
guys. No, but I could. No.
Yeah.
I've always wondered, like, obviously, people are on Love Island for how long is it total?
I think it's like 6 to 8 weeks, or eight.
Like 6 to 8
yeah,
weeks.
yeah.
People have got to be smashing on there.
Yeah, no. Eventually they do, like near the end.
Yeah, but they never show it.
No, they do.
No, not really.
No, they
show,
used to.
Yeah, now
Now
they don't show shit.
Yeah, I think they just do like.
They'll just show the bed shaking or something like
But
that.
the Islanders will talk about it, won't they? They'll be like, "Oh, this happened," in like their own little terms. Like, I think this year they were talking about like salon services and stuff.
Salon services.
My season was talking about like grades. Do you know what I mean? Like.
Tell me, what do you mean?
So then they'll be like, "Oh, have you graduated?" So if you'd graduated.
Oh, that means you had sex. Fuck off. Is that what they do?
Yeah. So my season, that's how we discussed it.
So you'd be like, "Oh, have you graduated?" You know, yeah.
Yeah, or like.
And that means have you had sex in the villa?
Pretty much, yeah.
Did you graduate in the villa?
Did I fuck?
Just
got
asking.
nothing.
I got
yeah, oh yeah,
asked.
you haven't watched.
I haven't
No,
watched
I got nothing but pure rejection in the villa.
Really?
Yeah.
What, no one?
Yeah, no one.
They must have been blind.
And young.
I would have
young.
picked you, don't worry. I would have picked you.
Thanks, babe.
But obviously I'm not in the villa, so sorry.
No.
Maybe one day we'll meet up in the villa. one day. No, but I'm most excited for your future fights, to be fair. Because this fight, I reckon you will win.
Thanks.
Genuinely. Where is it?
This one's at Sheffield Arena, so it's like literally, it's gone from the O to Indigo that sits like 3K people.
How many Sheffield?
Like 15K, I think.
Oh,
10 to
shit.
15K, I think. Yeah.
What, and that gives you zero nerves?
No, of course I'm just like, that's mad. Like, that's massive, but as I said, like, I do feel a bit nervous, but at the same time, I kind of like that feeling.
15,000 people? Nah, I cheat myself. I would go. Do you know what it is for me? Like when I had my fight, the first round, I literally threw one punch.
Yeah.
And I just felt empty. And they call it an adrenaline dump.
Yeah.
I literally threw a punch and there was nothing left inside of me.
Really?
And then literally I was like, just empty.
Yeah.
I went back to my corner after round one and I looked at my coach, I was like, yo, I'm about to get knocked out.
No, you're not.
And he was like, shut up, no, you're not. Just go out, fight. And I was like, no. I'm looking at him going, I'm going to get knocked out.
No, you're not. What?
Yeah, I literally know I was so nervous in that fight. Everyone thought round one I was getting knocked out.
Really?
Everyone. Did you think I was as well?
What, because of how you were fighting?
Yeah, round one in my boxing fight.
He's busy on the footage. Do you know what it is? Like, my mindset, like, I wasn't even thinking about the crowd, and I'm not going to be thinking about the crowd on the day. Like,
Was your mum there?
my mum and dad were there. I wouldn't even think about who was in the crowd. That's the thing. I think I was so, like, in the zone of, like, literally the only thing that I cared about was my coach, just listening to my coach and hearing my corner. Everything else was zoned out, and all I thought was I had my eyes on Elle.
Especially in 2 weeks as well, though. In 2 weeks to get in that mind frame of just listening to what your coach says.
Yeah.
Because even me, I was training with my coach for, I think like 6 weeks. I was training 6 weeks before my fight, and then I got a call saying, yo, do you want to fight? And I was like, yeah, all right, why not?
Yeah.
Trained for about 4 weeks, and anything my coach said to me, I didn't listen to him.
Yeah, no.
I didn't listen to one word he said.
No, I was always listening.
Yeah, but that's good. The fact that you can tunnel like vision.
Literally, I didn't even think about the crowd. I literally didn't even think about the crowd. Got out there.
When you was fighting, it sounds weird, but I can relate to it. But all the crowd, you could only hear your coach, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like me.
All I could hear was my corner and her corner.
Really? Well, you could hear her corner.
I could hear her corner. I could hear Ebony going, she don't want it. She's getting tired. I was like, well, I do fucking want it, because
I'm
if
still
I didn't
here.
want it, well, I wouldn't be here. So, do you know what I mean? I'm just like, no. So that's it. I just got used to just hearing my coach, and obviously I could hear her corner, but then also listening out for her corner to kind of
see what they're saying.
Yeah. Because then I was just like, all right. Also, they'll be like, oh, there's 20 seconds left on the clock. So I was like, oh, thanks for that. Thanks for letting me know. Now I know I've got 20 seconds to just try and keep you away from me or use it, do you know what I mean, to my advantage. So.
Are you going to knock out Carla? Her name's Carla, right?
I definitely plan to. There's a lot more beef there with me and Carla.
Why? Tell us about the beef. We want to know the gossip. Tell us about the gossip.
Do you know, it started, like, obviously we were fighting celeb MMA.
Yeah.
And you have to have fight talk. And fingers with me, as anyone would have seen.
Yeah, but in your Elle Brooke, that's her name, right?
Yeah.
You were trying to keep it very humble.
Yeah, and I am. I'm a humble.
You literally said, I don't want her swearing at me. I don't want her threatening me.
Yeah.
We're just here to fight. Let's just have a good fight.
It was like that with Carla. So with me, I will always do the fight talk, but like obviously I would never take liberties, because at the end of the day, I'm not here to put women down.
Yeah.
I'm here to try and like influence women, empower women. So I'm never going to come for a girl for her looks, her career, whatever the fuck she does, because that's what they want to do. But I think I said something like, I think Carla said something like, oh, I thought I was getting competition. I was like, oh, that was like just basic fight talk, right? This girl, she's so tapped in the head that she took it so far. You know what? She was like trolling me on like Twitter, getting a sister to message me, getting people to troll me. You know, when you're just like, this girl's actually taking fight talk and taking it too far.
What was she proper going over the top?
Over the top, like talking about my looks, talking about, just doing all this stuff like my body. And I just think like once you step that mark of like coming for me.
So you actually don't like this girl?
I don't like her.
So you're going in there genuine to knock her out, like?
Do you know what? For me, I'm not going to try to put too much emotion in it, because
every fighter's not a good fighter.
Exactly. But at the same time, it's good that I have that aggression, because I don't care about hurting this girl. Whereas with Elle, probably the first time round, I thought a little bit, not so bad for her.
But you was more in there for the experience.
Yeah,
you weren't
I was
really in there to hurt
experience.
her. You were just going there, jumping in, thinking, why not, kind of thing.
Yeah, give it a go. Whereas obviously if I was to fight Elle now, I don't give a fuck. I will go in there to fucking knock her head off. Yeah. But yeah, with Carla, it's like that as well. I've got that natural aggression. She's brought on herself. So I'll definitely go in there. I want the win. Obviously, I want to win, because I want to go on to doing the next fights.
Person.
And it's on a massive platform like DAZN and like Misfits. Like that's huge.
How did they reach out to you?
Because
Misfits is obviously like KSI's thing. We had his fight against Swarms and that other professional boxer, I think like 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I never knew he was going to announce another Misfits so quick.
Oh, I didn't even see it coming myself, to be fair.
So how did they reach out to you?
It literally, this is how I literally found out a few days ago. And I literally got a phone call from my coach, like my boxing coach, being like,
do you want to fight?
I might potentially have a fight with you. And I'm like, oh shit, like, yeah, go on then. When, where, and who? Okay. And originally it was actually meant to be Astrid.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You were going to fight Astrid first?
I was going to fight Astrid.
Have you got any beef with Astrid?
I actually don't have no beef with her, like, at all. But I was like, do you know what, I fought Elle. Astrid was obviously going to be Elle's opponent. At least I'll be able to say, at least I got the fight that you couldn't get.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, it was meant to be Astrid, and I actually don't have any beef with her. Like, I don't really know the girl. I think, I've got no dramas with her. Yeah. And then obviously obviously Keely and Astrid's fight then started happening.
It's a good fight.
Yeah, it was a good fight.
Because they
got
actually
beef.
have beef.
Like, yeah, don't worry. Get out.
I'm gonna die. Sorry guys, I got the worst sore throat.
Yeah, so, and I was like, do you know what, that actually does make sense, because they have beef.
What is their beef?
I think...
Because I don't really... Me personally, I'm not really involved in all TikTok and stuff.
I'm not really involved with it either. Like, obviously, do you know what, I'm not very on TikTok.
Should I be honest? You know, you tell me the most about TikTok. Like, as in now, this is the most I've ever spoken about.
Like, I got thrown into it with Kingpin. I didn't know anything about all the TikTok drama.
I live on TikTok. Don't get it twisted. I'm constantly scrolling.
Oh yes,
I don't actually know.
I don't bump into any of these people.
That beef, that person, this person.
Yeah. I only found out about it because of my fight with Elle Brooke, and I was like, well, I don't know what their beef is, and I don't know what this beef is, so I actually watched a YouTube video that kind of explained it all.
Shit, really?
Yeah, so, and I think, from what I've learned from this video, is basically I think Astrid was doing, like, videos with Keely's dad, Simple Simon, obviously was on the Kingpin card, and there was something to do with Cal the Dragon as well. I don't know.
Sorry, Cal the Dragon.
I think it's Cal the Dragon. I don't know.
Cal the Dragon. How
I
do you think
don't know, but basically, I think what happened was like basically there were like people were using each other apparently to get clout on TikTok, and then I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs, but that's
long story short. Ashford and Keelia got beef. They're having a fight.
Yeah, over her dad or something like that.
And you want to fight the winner.
I'll fight the winner just because I just want to keep fighting. And
do you reckon you could beat both of them? You got to say yes. You have to say. You have to say.
I don't even know what I'm thinking about. Yeah. I don't even know why you're even asking me that question.
True. And do you prefer MMA over boxing?
When I was training MMA, I did prefer it just because
it's a bit more free and it's a real fight. You're in there. There's no rule. There is rules, but there's no limitations.
Yeah, you can use every body part, and it's just sort of like a proper scrap. So it's like obviously with boxing, it's more like a game of chess. You got to pick your shots. You got to, and it's like you got to really look out for what that person's doing. Whereas with MMA, it's just like I want to kick you here, I want to punch you here, I want to get you to the floor, and I want to choke you out, and I like that. So
you sound like you know what you're doing.
Well, my ground game's all right.
I'm sitting opposite you now thinking, fuck, don't want to fuck with this guy. And not choking me out.
No, do you know what? I actually really, really enjoyed like grappling and like the ground game. And when I was doing obviously celeb MMA, they were like, how long have you been training for? Like, where have you been training? I was like, this is my first time. They're like, you're just a natural grappler.
Really? You enjoy it?
I enjoy it. And it's only because it's
probably because of your brothers as well.
I think it is.
Was you the youngest?
I was the eldest.
You was the eldest?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
But obviously, there were two brothers. They were younger than me. And my parents, like the way they brought us up, every Friday we'd have a family day, right? Mm-hmm. But it was competitive. Yeah. It was like, it's family day, but we'll go swimming, but it would be swimming races.
Yeah, everything
or we'll go bowling.
That's like
whoever wins, it's like...
Yeah, of course. That's with every brother and sister.
Yeah. So that's I think growing up with... Obviously, two brothers, a military household. Like my dad had an army tank parked on the drive.
An actual army tank?
Yeah, like an armoured vehicle, a ferret. It's like a proper turret, big armoured vehicle, like wheels.
Fuck did he have that parked on his drive?
Because he had it.
Was he in the army?
My dad wasn't when he was younger, yeah.
So he decided to buy an armoured tank?
Yeah, why not? He had another car as well, but he just thought, this is my bit of fun.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Fair. No one fucked with you. When he dropped you off to school, no one fucked with you.
Literally. Primary school, I remember he once
dropped... this guy's mad. This guy is a lunatic.
Do you know what? Literally, I remember primary school, my dad once dropped me there, and the teachers were like, oh my God, it's really cool. Do you mind bringing it into school one day for the kids to look at?
Everyone else brings in their little toys to show everyone. Your dad rolls in with a tank.
Yeah, literally. And then after that, no one messed with me.
No chance. And you was probably known with a dad with a tank. Like, no.
Oh yeah, he had a gun and everything. So like a big obviously you put it on top of the tank, and he had an actual Bren gun. I think it's called a Bren gun. So
you
everyone was like,
a bit about it, innit?
Huh?
You know quite a bit about it.
Yeah, because I grew up around it.
Oh shit.
I grew up going camping as well. I used to have BB gun wars with my brothers, and we used to build trenches and stuff
I used to
for
have
fun.
BB guns well. I remember I got shot once with a BB gun.
Kills.
And no, they shot me in my neck, and it was cold. It was like we used to all run out and go have BB gun wars outside. And he shot me in my neck, and it was cold. And you know when it's cold and it stings?
It hurts. Paintballing as well. Kills. Fucking kills.
Should we go paintballing one day?
Fuck that. I did it. Do you know what? I did it for my 18th birthday.
One minute. You're sitting there having a boxing match, but you're worried about paintballing. It makes no sense.
You know what? We'll do paintballing as long as you actually stick. Do you know what it is? I had the most traumatizing experience of paintballing.
What we'll do is you get a team, I'll get a team, and we'll go head to head at paintballing.
All right, as long as they abide by the rules, because, you're not supposed to be less than 15 metres.
Yeah, no, I don't really abide by rules.
Someone came up, but then fuck that.
No, that's boring.
No.
Rules are made to be...
I got shot in the face this close to my... this is my birthday,
you had a helmet on.
No, when it's closer than 15
it goes inside, doesn't it?
It literally, my face swelled up. I had bruises all over.
Oh shit, you probably hit you in the face.
Yeah, and it was my birthday as well, so I was like, I was meant to go out in Watford. I was like, I can't go out in Watford looking like this. And then, and the bruises were
bad,
massive. Because it was basically this, you had to do hut invasion.
Yeah, I know.
And I was in my hut, I was like, so no one's coming into my hut.
When I went paintballing, they told you can either buy gloves or not buy gloves. It's up to you. So I thought, no, I want to be able to hold the gun properly. I don't want gloves because they were quite chunky.
Yeah.
Oh. So I had no gloves on. And this guy shot me on my hand. And oh my gosh, I felt like my hand fell off.
Imagine that on your face.
Yeah, but you didn't get shot on the face.
It did.
You had a helmet on.
He came into my hut. which means it's less than 15 meters distance into my partner's, which is like 1 meter distance, shot me in the face.
Well, you shouldn't have been there.
Like, he should have tried to come for my heart.
Well, he got the hut.
No, but I was keeping...
You were looking after your little
I was
hut.
checking my heart, like, from the
paintball
window.
guy.
And he came up and snuck up behind me, but yeah, after that I was
So you are a proper adrenaline junkie, innit?
Yeah.
Like most girls, if I say to them, oh, do you want to go paintball? They're like, no.
No, I'd do it, but we have to abide by the rules.
No, rules are made to
Oh,
be
do you know what,
broken.
we'll do it, but I'll wear more layers this time.
Yeah, you come through hoodied up. I'm going to be like, yo, AJ, is that you? You're going to be like...
Look like the Michelin monster.
Yeah,
just
literally.
like...
Like 30 layers on.
It's so hot though when you're doing
yeah,
it.
So bad.
So sweaty.
And all your mask steams up and shit.
Oh, it gets so hot and steamy, don't it? It's like,
Yeah, no, it is bad. You're sweating.
Yeah.
And I reckon I'd beat you at paintballing. Yeah, 100%.
I think we should take it on. I don't think you will.
But you'd lose, honestly.
You wouldn't. I wouldn't lose. You'd lose.
I promise you'd lose.
No.
You know what? We'll do a video. We'll film it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll get GoPros and we'll put them on us.
Yeah.
We'll film it. But I'll win. It'll be embarrassing. I don't want to embarrass you.
I'm like a little ninja, me.
you're
You're like big.
Yeah,
you can't hide nowhere. I'll be like in the shadows.
Yeah,
I'm quick as well. I'm fast. That's one thing. I'm obviously half Filipino. That's how I get my fitness from. I'm a little nippy thing.
Should we have a grappling match instead?
Do some grappling. Do you do MMA then?
Yeah.
Give me some training.
But I haven't trained since my last fight.
When was that?
No, May.
Okay, so I probably have more experience than you. I'll probably be teaching you a thing or
You've
two.
got no experience. I'd have a lot more experience than you. Come on, what are you talking about? No, when did I fight? May. I'll tell you right now, actually. I fought in... Look who popped up.
That picture actually makes people sick.
I fought in the 29th of May. That was my fight. Mm-hmm. You must have seen it on my Insta.
Oh, I think I have actually. I think I've seen the footage.
Yeah, Ireland. Yeah, no, so I do, but I never trained grappling. No grappling at all. I only done a little bit of grappling.
So I'll teach you grappling then.
No, but I've always been really good at grappling.
Okay, so have I.
No, but they're gonna walk in, they're both gonna have each other in like headlocks, choking each other out. People are gonna be like, "Yo, what is going on with these two? They're not well."
When we were training MMA, they took us to a Brazilian, this professional Brazilian jiu-jitsu coach, right? And he was doing it right, and he was just like, "Fucking hell, you're like a little like." He was like, "You want it?"
Stop gassing.
Yeah, no,
up.
but he
You're
goes,
not that
"No, I'm
good.
just telling you the truth. This is what happened, right?"
You know,
like,
if you have an MMA fight and you lose, I promise you, I'm gonna terrorize.
I wouldn't allow it.
I will terrorize you.
I wouldn't allow it because my
forever.
instinct is to. Do you know what? I don't even want to strike. I want to get someone on the floor and choke them out. That is my game plan.
Do you even know how to put someone in like a chokehold?
Yeah.
No, honestly.
Yeah.
No, but like honestly.
The guillotine, chokehold, yes I do. That's what that guy, so you didn't even let me finish my story.
God.
This guy, right, was like, right, I'll save you to the end to like spar because like I'll tell you want it, like, so he did everyone else, save it to the end. I made this guy tap out 3 times within 3 minutes.
What are you
But every
waffling
time I got him in a chokehold, and he was like, who taught you those moves? And I was like, no one. And he's like, but how do you know to do it? And I was like, because my natural reaction is to do whatever I can to get myself on your back to choke you out. And
So
I'll stop at nothing to do it.
So you're telling me, off camera we'll do it, you're going to be able to choke me out?
I mean, you're a bit bigger than me, but yeah.
I won't fight back. I'll just literally be like this. Huh? Record it? But you're going to see it.
I've got no shorts.
She got just a dress on. It's fine. You can be on my back. They won't see anything. No, but
Mm.
I don't think you will. Because when I used to train MMA when I was young when I was training. I was like 16. No, younger. I was in year 10 at school. 15, 16? Huh? No, I'm saying that. How old are you in year 10? And I always used to train like groundwork. Back then I used to train it, not now.
Oh, so you have trained in it then?
Yeah, but years ago.
No, so don't tell you're a natural grappler when you actually trained in it.
I'm actually really good at grappling. So, and then they would always put me in like an arm bar and I would never tap. You could not choke me out. Like, I just wouldn't tap. Like, maybe today you have an advantage because I've got a sore throat and my throat hurts. But genuinely, I've always been good at just not giving up.
No, I think that's the thing with me. I think, as I said, I have a competitive nature, so I think I'd rather...
Yeah, that's like me as well.
I'd rather be sent to sleep than actually tap
out. I'd rather literally wake up in a hospital bed.
Yeah.
Be like, no way.
I'd rather the ref stops it than me tap out. I literally am like that.
Even when the ref stops it, I'll pretend I'm dead or something. I just wouldn't wake up. No, I'm the kind of person that will probably get dragged out on like a stretcher or something for acting.
You should have tapped out. Like, yeah.
I wanted to die.
I really shouldn't have.
I'd
I'd rather die than tap out.
No, I actually wouldn't. Genuinely, truthfully, I wouldn't. Like, even after your fight, you was probably fuming because you wanted it to go on more, no?
After my fight, no, yeah, I was just like, oh my God, I'm not going to lie. It was 2 or 4 3-minute rounds. I can't remember what it was.
Was you tired, honestly?
No, like, yeah, afterwards. It's like, it takes a lot out of you, like, as you said.
Fucking shatters.
I got back to my dressing room. I puked up 5 times.
So after my...
They had to get me naked, put me in the shower. They're like, this girl, they're like, your adrenaline's like... I was like, what is this? Why am I being like this? And they're
so
like...
after my first boxing fight, I was like to everyone, once I win, we're getting lit, we're getting drunk, we're going club.
Yeah.
I finished the fight. Literally, I had a girlfriend back then.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I was literally like, I'm going home to bed.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, yo, we going out? And I was like, yeah, no, I'm going home to bed.
I was the same.
I went home and literally I had a shower, got into bed. Within half an hour, I was a knockout.
Yeah. To be fair, I was the same. Like, I said to myself, because I cancelled, like, obviously, well, not cancelled, stopped drinking. I was like, oh, I can't wait to, I was like, have this ready for me, have like a, like, diet, like doing the Serrano Coke ready for me, or Malibu and Coke ready for me, when it's like, I was so excited to have this alcoholic drink.
No chance.
And then, like, obviously, they brought it to me, and I was just like, I don't want that. And then afterwards, yeah, it was like everyone was in all bar one afterwards, and then everyone was buying me drinks, and I was just like...
Wait, you actually went out after?
Well, obviously it was at the O2. You're right.
No, I'm not all right, actually.
Obviously it was at the O2, so when we came out, there was all bar one, so everyone was just kind of catching up there afterwards, and I was just chatting to people, but people kept bringing drinks over, and I was just like, I don't even want this, but I'm a polite person, so I take drinks, do you know what I mean?
Did you get drunk after as well?
I don't think I could handle it. I don't think I could hold it down. I was just like, I was drinking them, and then I was giving them to my friends.
Maybe that's why you were sick 5 times.
No, I was sick before I went out. When I got off the stage, did my interview, I got to my dressing room, and then I had this overwhelming like rush of heat. I was like, I don't know. I was like, oh my God.
This don't feel good.
Like, I was like, I don't feel, my body don't feel it. I started shaking, and then I was just like, and then they were like, I was like, I'm getting really, really hot. Like, my body's burning up. And they're like, right, let's get you naked now. And then they put me in the shower, cold shower, and then I was like, I'm gonna be sick, and I couldn't stop being sick.
Really? That bad?
And then I had to get laid down. And that's when the judge came in, and I was just like, hi. And he was like, I don't know how you're doing. And I was like, don't mind me, I'm just having a sick bucket.
I'm just currently dying. Come back in about 5 minutes.
But then I wasn't like bruised or anything. So I was like, you know what, this is the worst that came from it, me being sick from an adrenaline rush.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing at all?
Nothing. Honestly, watch my IFL YouTube, IFL like interview afterwards on YouTube, yeah? Nothing. No bruises, nothing. No swelling, nothing.
So do you reckon... Sorry, that's what I was going to say. I'm back. So after your fight, it was only 4 rounds, yeah? If it went on another 2 rounds, do you reckon you could have won?
If it had to go on another 2 rounds, I don't know. Like, I think by that point we were both tired. Like, I think, like 4 rounds. Everyone else did 3 rounds, but because we were co-main event, we did 4. And for the first fight, like obviously your adrenaline, like my legs were tired.
Yeah,
like I could see she was tired. Like it gets to that point where I think if it continued, like I think both of us, I think at that point we're both knackered. Do you know what I mean? But I mean, the thing is with me, I would have kept going. Whether I would have won or not, I would never have won unless I knocked the girl out.
But at least you found something now that you love doing.
Yeah.
And it keeps you away from drink, everything basically, because you have to, even if it's for only 8 weeks, a year, at least in that 8 weeks you're getting your best condition ever. Yeah. And boxing's not something that you can just stop.
No.
Once you've done it, you'll always, even in your gym exercises, routines or something, you throw a little bit of boxercise into it because it is the best thing. I
actually hate going to the gym. Like for me, I get anxiety going to a gym on my own. Whereas boxing or MMA, I love it. So if that's how I found a love for like getting fit, because if I have to go to a gym on my own, trust me, I won't be there for long. I get anxiety, like I get nervous. I don't know what I'm doing.
Where do you train? As in boxing and MMA. Who's your coach?
I'm training with Luke Groves in Watford at the moment, South Oxy. Okay. So shout out to Luke Groves. MMA, like obviously I've kind of put that on the back burner because I don't want to confuse myself with MMA style.
Was you fighting at Create Gym?
I was at Create, when I was doing the MMA before. But even before I got called up for this fight, when like this TV show thing didn't happen, right? I was like, I wanted to get back into boxing training, MMA training nonetheless, because I was like, I miss it. I was like, it's good for my mindset, it's good for my body.
One, that's what I'll agree to. Mindset is so important with boxing.
It's so good.
And it helps so much. Because whenever, even if you're having a bad day, you go there, you train, and it literally just brings you back to life.
Yeah, it's like you let out all your stress, all your frustrations. It's like the most empowering thing as well when you're like, you're letting all that frustration out. When you're hitting the pads as well, honestly, like I love hearing the crack on the pads. It kind of gets me excited. So I'm just like, oh, that's a nice sound. I love hearing that sound. You know, it's a proper nice, sharp crack. Like,
I love the fact you're a girl sitting opposite me and telling me you love going paintballing. You want to hear the crack on the pad. You want to knock this person out. You want to do this. You want to choke hold someone. It's something I've never actually heard, but yeah, it's so good. It's so good to hear.
I know. Like, I guess, yeah, don't judge a book by its cover, I guess.
True. Wouldn't want to bump into you in a dark alleyway.
No, you wouldn't.
Probably get choked out in the corner and get robbed.
Yeah, don't mess with me, basically.
No, but one thing I do want to end it on was, you was on the Kingpin event, no? Mm-hmm. What was that like as an organisation? Because a lot of organisations are getting a lot of slate for like...
No, Kingpin were good. They paid on time. They answered all my questions. Obviously, I didn't have long to like, so they had to sort of be on it, because I was like, I'm coming with 2 weeks. So I had made sure my contract was watertight. And they were really like, the communication was good, and they were like, make sure that they wanted it to happen.
So far with Misfits?
No, like, again, like, yeah, so far no complaints. No, I think the only thing like I was concerned about with Kingpin is I thought Elle was going to weigh a lot more than me, because look at her, she was stocky.
What do you weigh?
I weigh like 52 kg.
Is that all you are?
And they wanted...
What was she? Because she's a big girl.
Well, that's what I mean. So she was originally 60 and she had to come down. And I was like, I know...
Elle's only 60 kilos.
She was 60 when she first started, but then she apparently came down to 56. And I was just like, I want to be there. I want one of my people to be there when she gets weighed, because I don't want to be going in there...
With someone who's like 65 kilos.
Yeah, because they don't take the piss out of me, basically. Yeah. They didn't. That didn't happen.
It didn't happen?
No, she got weighed in the morning. And then when they weighed me, they said I was 55 kg. I've never weighed that in my whole entire life, ever. Not once. Even when I was proper weight training and I was putting weight on, I never went to 55 kg.
So they're basically chatting shit.
I don't know. Who knows? But I was upset that, like, when it came to the weight situation, I was like, that's one thing we're concerned about, because
Yeah, no, of course.
You know, in boxing, you don't mess with people's weights.
If you have someone coming in there a lot heavier, they're going to win.
Yeah.
They are. Well, they're more likely to win.
Yeah, because it's like there's more... They've got more impact, they've got more strength, they've got more power.
They've got more power behind them.
It's harder to knock them down, it's easier for them to knock me down.
100%. Well, your fight is on the
15th of October.
I'm going to try and come watch it, to be fair.
It's in Sheffield.
It's far. What day is it? It must be Saturday, right?
Saturday, yeah.
I'll see.
But if you can make it, come.
I'll see what the restaurant's looking at, and I'll try. I'm not promising. I'll try and come and show some support. But you better not fucking lose.
I ain't losing.
Like, you better.
I'm telling you now, I said this to my boxing coach.
Right, give us your prediction. We want to know your prediction. What round and how are you going to knock her out, or how are you going to win?
I think I want a TKO. I want a stoppage, basically.
Yeah. How many rounds is it?
It's 3 rounds this time round.
Okay. 2 minutes?
3 2-minute rounds. I think first round it's not gonna happen in the first round, because that's like I want to suss.
You need to work
out everything. I need to warm up, get into it. I think by maybe end of second round or start of the third round.
So you're giving us your live prediction now. You versus Carla. October the 15th. Second round, the first minute of the third round TKO, yeah?
That's what I'm hoping for, yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's it.
Well, I think we've summed up everything here. Have you got anything else you want to say?
No, I think, just shout out to Luke Groves for coaching me, and Misfits and Design for taking me on. It's sick. And also just to any girls out there, just don't be scared to be yourself, do your thing, and try new things. And guys and girls.
Well, if anyone does want to keep up to date with AJ, I'm calling you AJ, I prefer it, sorry. Yeah. AJ's boxing life, I suppose.
Yeah.
Her Insta will be in the description. Go follow her, have a look at what she's doing. And then maybe if she does want to try choke me out, or go paintballing. We'll post something on there as well.
Yeah, let's get it sorted. Let's get it in the diary.
You'll lose.
Do you know what? Don't say that because you're going to look bad when you lose.
I promise you will lose. I promise you.
Maybe with the like grappling, because you are bigger than me.
Paintballing, you'll lose.
Nah.
All right, what we'll do is we'll set up something. Whatever it is, even if it's anything we can think of, like paintballing, we'll find something.
What
and
you
we'll
like
do
with heights as well?
I don't mind. I'm all right. Once I'm up there, just to finish it, in Dubai, I went to the zip line. Have you ever seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it, yeah. I want to do it.
That was the scariest thing
Really?
I have ever done in my life.
It's a zip line.
No. Okay, I'm going to show you the video after this.
Okay.
So I was smashed. Absolutely smashed out of my head. And it was me and two of my mates. And you lay, so you're head first, and you're laying with like they wrap you around your stomach, and and it goes up and connects you to the zip line. So you're laying like this, like head first, and going like, it's the fastest zip line in the world, yeah?
Yeah.
So they've strapped me in, and I'm laying on my stomach in the zip line now, yeah? And I've looked up at the guy, and he goes, are you ready? I was like, no. He goes, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Oh my gosh, I shit myself. I actually shit myself.
Did you actually shit yourself?
Like, no, not actually. But that was a scary thing to do. That was bad.
Yeah, I've
Like,
skydived.
Have you? No, I couldn't skydive. Yeah, no, let's just stick to paintballing or something. Why you got to like go crazy for?
Well, that's what I'm saying. You want to be
Skydiving.
competitive. I was like, right, let's do this.
Oh, fuck skydive. I might die. No, I do skydiving. That's where you jump out the plane, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, fuck
It's even higher than a zip line, zip wire.
No, I wouldn't jump out of a plane. That's lunatic.
It's fun.
That's actually nuts. Like, why would you want to jump out of a plane? Like, what if the parachute don't...
The views are lush.
Fuck the views. Go on a helicopter and just look out the window.
It's one of those experiences you can say you've tried.
True. Maybe I'll do it one day. I'd really want to do the Dubai one.
Yeah,
you know, over the palm.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Beautiful. I'd do that as long as I watched about 50 people do it before me and make sure they're still good.
Yeah, I did mine in Australia over the barrier reef, so I'd want to do the
That must
palm
have been
next.
beautiful.
It was lush. And that day, I was flying home that day, and I was like, I really want to do the skydiving. So I literally got
So
on.
you just booked it there and then straight away?
Got it done in the morning. Literally, I got on that plane, jumped out the plane, and then did like 3 other plane journeys after that.
Yeah,
I mean that.
But genuinely, it was a pleasure having you on here.
Thank you for
I hope
having
you
me.
enjoyed it. I've tried organising this with AJ about 7 times now. She's the busiest person in the world. But no, thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
And everyone, make sure you go down to her Insta. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Thanks.
To come like, you know when someone's trying to take you down? Bam! Literally guillotine straight away from the floor. Done. I want that MMA fight to happen because I know I'm really fucking like...
Yeah, I don't want to have an MMA fight if you forget.
How was it feeling getting choked out on that?
Obviously, I was just pretending because of the... Stay the fuck away from me. I was just
Don't mess with the Filipino fight, baby!
I was just
That's what you
pretending
get.
for the video to make it look like it hurt a lot more than it did. That was actually nothing.
No?
You want it again?
That
I
was,
think you should do it again. Go on.
that was nothing. Like, she's bare weak. I just pretended again, didn't it? Like, just stay away from me. Go away. Fuck me. I'll cut this camera as well. I'm gonna end up getting beaten up on camera.
Good.
It was